us into the field initially, coming from a film background, was obviously the immersive possibilities of the technology, and the effective possibilities of the technology as something that can generate experience. However, I think that, there's also a horrifying element of VR in that people are all sitting next to each other in headsets, and there's a very isolating, very singular aspect of that experience. So a lot of our work is actually based around creating shared experience, creating environments where collective experience can take place, and creating environments as well where audiences complete and participate in the experience and co-create it. And it is kind of one thing that location-based experiences allows an artistic intervention into that kind of crisis of perception, and using additional stimulation, be that kind of heat or wind or walking. In the near-death experience, for example, we kind of like combined self-suspended hanging chairs with walking, and then activating the kind of camera, which we use in the Samsung Gear VR, to enable people to kind of be able to, through this kind of very abstracted lens, to be able to kind of recognize themselves, but not quite know exactly if the hands they were looking at were theirs, or the friend that they were next to them were their body, because the headset kind of like, covers most of the face. And I think that when we're kind of like talking about building experience and building kind of these affective states, there is a huge potential to use kind of additional stimulation to actually construct a virtual reality rather than just like a visual experience. And when we kind of like talk about creating these kind of sustained, or these kind of like moments of connection to environment, for us, it's actually about building a lived experience, a moment of being kind of like a directly felt connection to that experience. And when we have like lived experience, and when we take the headset off in a shared environment where we can talk about that, we have left an impression on people that is kind of felt, rather than just something that kind of slips away like the sand.